It's time for us to check in with the Chester County School District. We've got Christoff, and Chris, you are the Public Information Officer, but you've got a more efficient title.
Director of Marketing and Communications. I mean,
you go.
Whatever you want to, I'm not picky.
Oh, you do not seem like you get caught up too much on titles, but you work hard for them. We want to make sure that you get your job description correct, for sure.
Appreciate that.
Okay, so Chris, school is going to start any day now for those within the Chester County School District.
Yeah, we're running down the wire now, so it's definitely that time of year where we're really getting excited and kick off the new school year. So our teachers actually come back tomorrow, Thursday. So they'll be back tomorrow, and then it's a week of PD and kind of prep before the first day, which is August 1st, and that's next week. So. I mean, it's
Where
right
did
here.
The summer go?
I know. It's hard to believe it's already been a month since I've been here.
Yeah, it does move quickly. Now, remember, the Chester County School District is one of only a few school districts here in our area that are operating on a modified school schedule. So, yes, you go back to school in August, but you do have an intercession or a week break happening in October.
Yeah, and so we'll have one in October and one in February, and that's a time for teachers to kind of take off, students to take off, recharge their batteries. And then we also offer some extra help. So if students falling behind, they can come in for a couple days that week and really get some one-on-one help with the teacher.
And when the school districts were making this change, I know a lot of them were explaining we're just taking the 2 weeks of summer vacation and spreading them out more throughout the school year, which frankly at this point in the summer vacation season, kids are getting a little antsy. Parents are getting tired of dealing with the kids. So you're starting to reach that point where you're looking forward to some sort of a normal schedule.
Yeah, we so when we first rolled it out, we did a survey. We sent it to our parents and students and teachers, and we kind of got both sides of the fence. So some parents were kind of relieved, like, okay, they're back in school earlier, and then they have those weeks kind of in the fall and in the spring that are kind of the off season, so it's perfect time to go to the beach. And then we heard from folks that, hey, you're cutting my summer short, what's the deal? But at the same time, it's not cutting the summer short, it's just relocating those days. So
within the Chester County School District, again, teachers report to their classrooms tomorrow. So that's going to be July the 25th. And this is a time where they, again, start planning, getting their classroom ready for all their students. And then Friday, you've got your big convocation.
Yeah, so that's our annual kickoff event where we invite the entire faculty and staff together. Our superintendent will come out and say a few words. And then it's actually spearheaded by the Teacher Forum. They do a great job, doing games, interactive things. Last year they had this big wind tunnel thing with dollar bills in there, and folks would go in there, and it was just a good time.
Grab that dough.
Yeah, right.
That's fun.
It was a good time, and it's a really, really good way to come together in fellowship and really celebrate the new year. So it gets everyone in high spirits for what's to come.
And I always love to see the videos of convocation because the schools wear fun shirts. They show their school pride, which is great. I mean, again, you see the role of a teacher in a different way when you become an adult. When you're a student, you think that they lived at school year round, right? That they don't ever leave their classroom.
They don't have a life.
Yes.
Right.
So when you see them, in a wind tunnel grabbing money or doing all kind of fun dancing on a stage, they're more relatable for sure.
Right.
And where do you hold your convocation?
So we usually do it at Chester Middle School. It's the biggest auditorium we can fit. We can fit everybody in there. So
when school starts for the Chester County School District on August the 1st,
yes, yeah.
What's the big reminder for parents?
Well, first things first, you want to make sure that you're registered. I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Whether you are still returning, nothing has changed, you still have to re-register your child.
Yeah, we're calling it verification. So if you're a returning student, I know a lot of people get hung up on the terminology, but if you're a returning student, you would just go online and just verify your information. And the biggest thing is just making sure that your contact information is up to date, especially your emergency contact information is up to date. if there's any changes that we need to know about, it's a good idea to fill those forms out and make us aware.
And of course, if you're new, you've certainly got to do that.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
So that's one of the big things that parents need to start doing now, leading up to August the 1st. But once school starts, anything new, any big new changes happening within the Chester County School District?
I think it's going to be just business as usual. There's nothing really big, major coming down the pipeline. I know there's a new state proviso with the cell phone bans. We're still getting clarification on that from the State Department. So I think we've kind of put that on hold for a little bit for now. But once we get that model policy in place, we'll start to implement the cell phone policy. So just last night we did a virtual town hall where we kind of rolled that out, just kind of have a heads up of what's to come to our parents and community regarding the cell phone ban. And again, that's available on our Facebook page, so parents can go back and refer to that. There's a lot of other good information up there as well. So,
York County has seen a lot of growth. Chester County, I'm sure, might be some trickling. So, have you got a lot more students this year, or is it kind of the same number?
So we won't know until our 10th day. Up until the 10th day of school, new students will come in late, or students may leave. So really, until that 10th day, we won't really have an idea.
Are you anticipating, do you think?
I mean, there's a little bit of growth in the Richburg area, but I don't anticipate it being as massive as what you guys have seen here in York County. Not quite yet. I know it's coming, but I don't think we're at that point yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I know new homes are coming online, it seems like every week in the Richburg area, which that would be the Louisville school system there within the Chester County School District.
Yeah, and Chester, too, there's new developments going up within the city of Chester as well. So, I mean, there's growth happening everywhere in that county. And
then, of course, when you talk about getting ready for school, you want to make sure you have your back to school supplies. And then on this Saturday, you all are making sure that kids have the supplies that they need to be successful in the classroom.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do this every year. We partner with our local Walmart, and it's our Pack the Bus back to school drive. So we'll be out there this Saturday from 10 to 2. Just come out, show your support, look for the big Chester County School District banner. We just collect school supplies for the children that need them the most. So for helping out the families that can't really get the supplies that their child needs. So and it's always heartwarming because we get a really big turnout every year. So it's very heartwarming to see the community kind of come together and support those that need help.
Well, I'd like to do a PSA on behalf of all the school districts that are returning back to the regular scheduled programming. Give them a day or two to work out some of the kinks, everything from the lay of the school day to the bus routes to a couple of things like dropping off, yes, and picking them up.
Right.
Give them a day or two to work out the kinks. I cannot tell you how many emails and phone calls we will get after the first day of school.
Yeah.
And we will come to the school districts and say, hey, what's going on?
Right.
And you all say the same thing. We're just trying to work out the kinks. We've not been doing this for like 10 weeks or 8 weeks.
Yeah, and then you got to think there's a lot of new staff members in places too. Like I know our bus office has a couple new staff members in there. So everything from transportation to general operations of schools. I mean, it's like you said, we haven't done it in a couple months. So if you just give us a few days, we ask that you be patient and we'll work it out and try to accommodate as best as we can.
And with that being said, Chris, are you all pretty much up to speed on all your positions, from teacher positions to support staff positions? Where do you see the biggest need right now?
So I believe we're still have some vacancies in teaching positions. Special services is always an area where we have vacancies.
Would that be like cafeteria workers and school bus drivers?
No, that's like your special ed.
Yeah,
type of
special person,
right?
That fits that mold, for
right?
sure.
I mean, because there's a lot of specifications and qualifications required for that, so that's always an area where we have a little bit of trouble filling positions. But for the most part, I think we're good to go.
Okay.
I think we're good to go.
Well, good luck to the teachers in the Chester County School District. They will be heading back to the classroom tomorrow, Thursday, July the 25th, and students will return to the classroom on August the 1st.
August the 1st.
That's a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thursday, August the 1st for students in the Chester County School District. Summer is sadly coming to an end, but you will be celebrating when you have that week off in October. For sure.
Absolutely.
Chris Christoff is with the Chester County School District. Chris, as always, sir, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.